So this is pointing... what is it? What is it? I can't see. It's too small writing. Pointing 8, The Pointers of Venice, which is loosely based on the William Shakespeare play? Was it William Shakespeare? William Shakespeare play, The Merchants of Venice. I might not be as very excited about this as I usually am, because I have already done this. I have recorded this, I had it edited, I just needed to render it. However, I forgot I did not render it, so I deleted all the raw files, and I've permanently deleted them, so I can't get it back, so I have to do it all again. Yeah, so unfortunately this is me doing this a second time. As you will notice, I have not started at the beginning, because this is the footage I had recorded, so that I had to watch this, and because I saved this bit. I managed to get this bit, which is good. That's the good side of this, because this is the footage I did render out, so I could watch this and do the post commentary like I'm doing now. Sort of. I'll do later. I need to do the database entries again. So I missed about 5-6 minutes or so of me just doing the viewpoints, and I think some other things happened about the people running around and me catching them, but there's loads of that, so you're not missing that. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know that, just so you know. And just so you know, to everyone else who's watching this, this is pointing. This is where I go around collecting all the viewpoints, treasures, feathers, and I think that's about it. I go around, I read off the database entries while I'm doing it, so you get to see them. And then after, I do a bit of post-commentary. So if you're not into all the whole collecting and walking around and showing off the city, then I shall see you next time. But I'm going to start and redo the database entries, because at least I've got them still. Caterina Sforza, date of birth 1463, profession Countess of Forli, noble. A countess by marriage, Caterina was notarized far before she ever arrived in Forli. Raised in the court of Milan, she received a classical education while tutored in the art of war by her father, the Duke. At court, Caterina also acquired a passion for alchemy and hunting. In 1473, when she was only 10 years old, Caterina had become engaged to Girolamo Riario, the Pope's nephew. They consummated their marriage when she was 14. Once in Rome, she was heralded as one of the most outgoing nobles at court, while her husband had a reputation for being one of the most ruthless. With the premature death of the Pope's brother, Girolamo gained even more power, securing the titles of Lord of Imola and Forli. When the Pope died, looters sacked Rome, destroying Caterina's residence. Unafraid, despite being 7 months pregnant, Caterina rode on horseback to the Castel Sant'Angelo and defended the Vatican with cannon fire and soldiers. In 1484, she moved with her family to Forli, paid off by someone with a grievance against her husband. The Orsi brothers killed Girolamo in 1488. As a result, Caterina became the ruler of Forli and Imola. She wasted no time winning the favour of nearby rulers, revising the tax system, and training the militia herself. Although she advocated peace, when those around her were hurt, she dealt fierce vengeance, frequently killing enemies, wives and children in punishment. While Forli was under attack by Cesare Borgia, the Pope's son, she sent the Pope a letter that had been rubbed with plague sores. Ultimately, Forli and Caterina fell to Cesare Borgia in 1499. Caterina was captured and sent by Rodrigo Borgia in Rome, who kept her imprisoned for a year and is rumoured to have raped her alongside his son. When she emerged from the Vatican, her hair had turned white. Exiled to Florence, Caterina died of pneumonia in 1509. Palazzo della Seta, the home of Venice's most powerful merchant Emilio Barbarigo. Work on Seta, as it is affectionately known by locals, was completed in 1450. The palazzo is a standout example of Venetian Gothic architecture, dark and imposing, yet light and airy at the same time. Bottega di Leonardo a Venezia. During his brief stay in Venice, Leonardo da Vinci was a paid military engineer for the Vatican army and claimed to be working on a painting of the famous Isabella Oste, of whom he had made a cartoon while visiting Mantua. Despite promising her repeatedly that he was hard at work, no painting ever materialised. Santa Maria Gloriosa de Ferrari. From Rebecca. Now that bell tower looks like a challenge. Built by Franciscan monks, Santa Maria Gloriosa del Ferrari, the Ferrari for short, is the second largest church in Venice. Following the guidelines of St. Francis, who advocated poverty, the church has very basic exterior decoration. It is rumoured that in the 15th century the Ferrari housed a hidden tomb which has since collapsed. Gilda dei Ladri di Venezia, from Rebecca, one of those strange glyphs Sean mentions on this landmark. You should go find it. Established sometime around 1465, the Venetian Thieves Guild, due to its illegality, had no permanent headquarters. Although efforts were made by the magistrates to crack down on the thievery, accused culprits never seemed to be around when the city guard was searching for them. San Giacomo di Rialto. From Rebecca, one of those strange glyphs Sean mentioned is on this landmark. You should go find it. Originally founded in 421, San Giacomo is believed to be the oldest church in Venice, although the current building was constructed around 1071. The 15th century facade is crowned with a magnificent 24-hour celestial clock. During the Renaissance, the church was typically used by the merchants of the nearby market as a place to stop and pray during the workday. At least, that's what they told their wives. Ponte di Rialto, from Rebecca. One of those strange glyphs Sean mentions on this landmark. You should go find it. The oldest and the most famous bridge in Venice, the Rialto is the dividing line between the districts of San Marco and San Polo. The bridge is notable not only for its size of its large arch, but also for its main walkways, which is lined with shops and stalls, which was a vibrant strolling and meeting place for the community around it. Contrast that with today's Rialto, where crowds of tourists fight over cheap knockoffs of Venetian glass, while some idiot attempts to spit off the edge of the bridge onto passing boats. Ah, modernity. Right, now that that's done, it's time to continue on with pointing, with post-commentary, which I've already done. At least it wasn't the hour-long one. That would have been a pain. Still, this is for about 40. Well, it should have been about 45 minutes. So that's just as bad. Right, and I do need to try and sync it up. So if I try and match up my voice with his jumping quite quickly, so let's try and get a good shot. Land. When he climbs up a building. If you go up, please. No, okay, he's not going to go up. Bear with me, I'm just trying to find the right size. Land. Land. Okay, I'll try and get an ending. End. I think we've got it, but I'll try and get a few more. Just to make sure. And I can't do it when you're running, it's too fast and unpredictable. Ouch, could have done that one actually. Alright. Wait for him to climb up a building. If I get a right building, because this one's probably not going to work. No, didn't think it would. All I want is to have some fun. Bear with me. I'm waiting for the right moment. Someone has seen me. Go away. This is impossible. When do I climb up the buildings? Like Spider-Man. Thank you. Your devotion is noted. Right, so go across there so I can continue on with this. Oh, if I jump across those beams I can do it then. And then I can carry on with normal. So I'm just trying to find the right moment. Land, 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 land. I did it. Good. Okay, we can carry on now. Right, I've got my big mug of tea and I'm going to need that, so I'm going to have a sip of that. Ah, it's better. Wow. When I was making it, I forgot how many sugars I put in. I thought I only put 1 in, so I put another 2 in, because it's a big cup. And I think it might be a little bit more than 3. It tastes quite sugary, which is unfortunate, but oh well, a tea is a tea. I'm just so gutted. I can't believe I deleted it. It's a simple thing, like, usually I don't delete all the files until I know I've done them all, and I usually check, although this time I didn't check because I was so confident that I had already done it. Well, technically I forgot that the pointing one was in this, like, I forgot about the pointing thing, but oh dear, that's what I get for being stupid and idiotic. I get mistakes. So what is the moral of today's story? Check before you make any permanent damage. That's what I've learned today anyway. Oh dear. Take care of these guys. Yeah, this bit footage you're watching here is unfortunately some corrupted footage. It's a real problem now. I don't know why it is, but it's a real problem. It's starting to become a real problem anyway. Basically, what happened is... Well, what it is the old thing when I say it's corrupted is the video file is corrupted, but I can still watch it with Windows Media Player. But when I put it into Sony Vegas, it corrupts and it's just like a green screen. You can sometimes hear it, sometimes it just freezes the whole program. But sometimes it happens, and obviously it's happened here. So what I do is I watch it on Windows Media Player and record it using Fraps. But because Fraps is quite a taxing thing on a computer, I think he does. Goodbye money. It's quite a taxing program on the RAM and stuff. So it obviously sometimes it lags. So sometimes when you're watching this, it will lag. It's not too bad. Like I do try to fix it where I record it again on certain parts. If it's a cutscene, but if it's something like a gameplay a little bit, then it's not too bad to miss some parts of it because we know what to expect because we've seen it before. But if it's obviously a cutscene, it's different. But yeah, this week coming up. Was it this week coming up? It is this week coming up. It's quite bad. I think on Monday's episode there is some form of something. I think it's the second half is corrupted, and then on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, the whole first part is corrupted. So it's just corruption after corruption. I don't know. It's like we're in Venice of the 15th century. Topical? Sorry, I thought that was quite topical. Yeah, so it does that, so I try to fix it, which is a shame. I'm probably not going to... In fact, yeah, I can tell you this. For those of you that... We need a name for people that are watching this when it came out. Because I always say, for those of you watching this when it came out, I need like a quicker name, like a one-word name for those people. But for those of you that are watching this when it came out, I probably won't... I like to try and get all my videos edited before I do the podcast on the Sunday. Probably not going to happen, because I was doing quite well. I did some on Thursday, then I did some on Friday, and did some on Saturday. No, today's Saturday. I didn't do any today yet. I'll be doing this one again. Yes, I managed to do quite well. I was only one behind, which I could have done on Sunday, because I planned to do it on Thursday, Friday and Saturday, but I saved one. There's some shadows over there of some thieves. But I planned to have it all done by Sunday, and what happened was... First, obviously I left it too late, so I could have done it, but I was like, I stopped halfway through that episode, so I did half of it. I did 2.5 instead of 3, which is my goal. So I chose to do that a bit on the next day, and I did do that. I did that, and then I did another 2, and I didn't get a chance to do a third one because one of them corrupted, so it was really sort of like, ugh, one of those sort of things. But I managed to do some of them, and then there was the other one, which was... What was the other one? Yeah, but I did manage to do the whole... I didn't manage to do 3 that day because Sony Vegas crashed like 5 minutes before the end, so I nearly did it. I just left 5 minutes, and I was still only leaving 1 and a little bit. And then this happened. I deleted the pointing, so now I've got to do this one again, which means I've got... Where's my list, actually? Where is my list? I don't know where I put my list. I think it was behind me somewhere. It is. So what have I got? I've got 5 minutes of 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to do, which I wanted to get all done tonight, so I could do them to podcast tomorrow, which is probably not going to happen. So, unfortunately, I will not meet my target like I usually do. Well, like I usually try to do. Which is a shame. But then hopefully I can do them on Monday. Or even Sunday. I could do it Sunday night. It's just... I like to do the podcast on the Sunday, so I know it's going to be on time and not late, because sometimes it gets really late on a Monday if I do it on a Monday. But it's just a shame. It's obviously timing. Like I can do it. I can physically do it now, but it's just timings and fitting times in. Because I've got to go to bed at a certain time, because I've got to get up in the morning at a certain time. And I try to get... You're supposed to get about 8 hours sleep. But some scientists say that's why 7 hours is better for you. So I go by that, because that gives me an extra hour to play with. So I do that. And so that means I've got to go bed at 1:30, which means that if I do this from now... Yeah, it just doesn't fit up. And obviously I've got to I don't actually suppose I have to go through this. If I'm careful what I say, I don't have to go through it and plan and check it all. I'll go through this to check it to make sure there's nothing bad, but I think if I'm careful, I shouldn't have to. Like, when I did this last time, I didn't say anything bad, so... I mean, I say bad, I mean, like, audio bugs and stuff like that I need to cut out and, you know, that sort of thing. So I should be fine, as long as I'm careful. And, like, sneezes and stuff, that'll cut that out, so... If I'm careful, I'll just keep this in. Which is probably the... Shouldn't have said that. Because something bad's going to happen now. Oh, this is funny. You watch this. Because I've played this and I've seen this once. So that's twice I've seen this. This is the third time. That's not funny, don't worry. It's the next bit, I think. Is it here? It might be here. I can't think where else it would be. Yes, it's this, I think. Yeah, look. So I go up. I climb up. Obviously, something's going to happen. And I fall all the way down. All the way down. How horrible is that? Oh, you silly game. Right, actually, I suppose we can talk about what's happening next week. So what is happening next week in Assassin's Creed? Well, obviously, it's quite good, actually. We've got a few side missions to do. We've got some glyphs, which I do. We've got Assassin Tomb, which I do as well. I think that's on Monday and Tuesday. And then I've also got... I do some story missions, and then I've got 2 or 3 assassination missions to do, which I think is Wednesday or maybe Tuesday as well. So that's good, I get them done. There's only 2 or 3, because obviously there's only about 8 left in the entire game, which is good. And then what do I do from then? I think from there I go and do some story missions. And I think that I'll do that for the rest of the week. Obviously I haven't edited it, but I'm not sure. But so far so good. And I have done pointing for next week as well. I haven't done this bit, the post-commentary bit, but I've done everything else. So what can we expect from the week after? I think after, so not this week coming up, but the next week. Sorry, I have my tea. I think what we do, or will be doing, is probably more of the same. We've got some assassination missions to do. No, we haven't got them. Some glyph missions which we need to do, and we've got an assassin tomb to do. And then I'm guessing we'll probably get some side missions as well. Obviously, there's still some races that we haven't found yet, or some beat-up missions and stuff. So we'll have to do them. And then we've got story missions to do. I don't know what the story is. I know in each district there's a new character you meet, sort of thing. It's like a new, like we've had Volpe, we've had Antonio. No, we haven't had Antonio. That's this week. We get Antonio this week and Rosa and Ugo. But we've had, what's her name? From the Florence, the lady who owns the brothel. What is her name? I like that guy. He gets bored, so he's like, "Oh, not working. Let me try again. Oh, not working. I'll go round." I actually can't remember the name. With the Rosa Colta. That lady. And we also had the other guy as well. Who was the people from Florence? We had the Volpe. We had the girl from the Rosa Colta. I'm gonna fall. No, I'm not. Good. I can't remember who the other one is. Maybe there wasn't another one. Maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, but obviously that's the way it sort of goes. We get like new people everywhere. I suppose Mario was the other one, weren't it? Really, I suppose it wasn't in Florence, but it was close enough. And he's like the mercenary side of it. If you think about it, like a thief, a courtesan, and a mercenary. I don't know what I'm trying to do there. I think I was trying to poison them, tried to kill them efficiently, but for some reason they just aggroed. So then I do that to stop them, and then I stab them. Quite inefficiently as well, one at a time, which is not good. Although one is already dead, so at least it happened. And that guy can see me, apparently he's not chasing me, even though he can see me. Well, he probably didn't see me kill those guards. Oh, well, I've got loads of this left still. Oh, so much. We're on 19 minutes. So we've got, what, another 19? So another 20 minutes today. Oh, it's going to take me to 10 past 10 at night. Oh, so many thieves in this district. Oh no, thieves, that's a... Thank you. Thank you, ladies, for holding him. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I sort of tip my hat to you. Oh. These pointing episodes are so long. I don't think the next one's very long. It didn't take me long at all. Like, it's quite a smaller district than this, because this is quite a big one because it's the first one. But the next one's quite short, so it's not too bad. I mean, how long did it take? I don't know how long it did take. I think it's more than 20 minutes, but not longer than 30. So it's around that mark, sort of 20-something minutes. Which is good. It's quite a shorter one. I suppose something I could talk about, which I didn't talk about last time, is for those of you that are coming out, what is the anagram of that? For FTO Photo Photoe. No, that doesn't work. I was going to say if it made a funny acronym, but it doesn't. It's just like Photoe or no, definitely not when it came out. No, Devon doesn't make an anagram. Yeah, for those of you when it came out, for those of you that watched in this when it came out, on Monday tomorrow, the podcast, I'm going to do a different sort of thing and returns of an intro. Like, I don't really do an intro in a game, so it doesn't really make any difference. But I've got a jar of names, which every episode I will shake it up and mix it around just to make sure it's random. And I'll pick out a name and see, that's some glitch there, that's it. That's from the video recording. But anyway, yeah, at the beginning I will shake it up to mix it all around, and I'll pick up at a name, and I will sort of do an intro with that name, like, you know, hello, say for example, Nick Pro, and everybody else always, or something like that. Something like either that, or what else could it be? Hello everyone, including but not excluded to Nick Pro, something like that. That's what I'm thinking, because you know, it's interesting. I've never seen anyone do it before, so I think it's original. He says, maybe it's probably not original. Maybe there's just maybe there's someone else that's done something similar, but not quite the same. But oh dear, I think it'll be all right. And obviously there are some rules that are sort of underlining it, like, if your name will be on there if it's, I think we'll cut ahead in a video in a minute actually. So say if I add the names that are on the mention Monday and I keep them in there from the previous one, so we didn't cut away. So say for example, the one in this jar at the moment is from last week's mention Monday, but when I do it tomorrow, there will also be. Oh, I thought I was going to catch him then. Yeah, there will also be next week's one as well if there are any new ones. If there's not any new ones, it'll be just the same as last week. But it's just, you know, it's just if whenever you get in Mention Monday, it'll be added on as well. And obviously, if things get bigger, there are safeguards as well. So, say for example, there's loads and loads of people that comment, which is unlikely, but if it happens, what will I do? I will probably do some things about restarting, or get everyone else to have like save when they want to restart or something like that. Yeah, just see how it works. It's quite funny back there. I'm going to fall again. Oh dear. Yeah, because back there when he jumped over the side, and I went up further on as well. Oh look, we're back at the Palazzo Tilaceto. We've just been there. Yeah, because I noticed he jumped up there and it didn't look like I could jump up there, so I didn't. And I like the fact that I thought about that. This wasn't the first one. I'm trying to explain it again and pretend it was like I happened. I thought of it this time, but it's not really working. But like I noticed I couldn't do it, so I thought about it in my head saying, "Oh, I can't do that. I better go further down." But then because I mentioned that now, it was funny that I did it because I had the same thought when I went there the first time. There we go. We cut ahead now. That's good. It was very subtle, but it did it. I did it. I can do it too. Now this is something I want to have a look at, because last time it was very interesting. So he jumps down there, which obviously is very interesting. But if I look over there, see there's a guy there jumping up there. And it looks like he's a thief. Like maybe one that we've already had. Yes, it must be, because we did just do that, I think, near enough. Because earlier when I looked at it, he looked very interesting, like he was a man with like a... I basically thought he was a Templar hunter, because he looked like he was doing what I do. Oh, and he's seen me. Oh, it's really sad that pointing episode was deleted, because I had some good stuff in it. This is all tired and frustrated. And the other one was pretty good. Kick him in the throat. No. It's like I'm stomping him. Stop you. Oh, took him off, hard to body. Guy's throwing arrows at me. This is annoying as well. Oh, look at this. Oh, is this the episode where I... it might be. There's so many frustrating things in this one, actually. So I climb over there and he finally disappears. He gives up the ghost. Yeah, so there is something that will happen later on as well, which I will show you when we get to it. So I might as well just carry on anyway. But now I don't know what to talk about. Oh dear. Oh. And I just noticed I'm sniffling, which means I would like to cut that out, but so I don't like keeping adding. It's like it's horrible. It's like it's horrible sound. Don't like it. But like I said, I'm probably going to try and not go in this and cut it out. Oh dear. Come back. I think I throw a knife at him. Please throw a knife at him. Oh, why do you not throw a knife at him? I've got no knives, haven't I? Must run faster. He is catching up to me. What am I going to do? He's running faster than me. Where has he gone? Have I lost him again? Say again. It's probably the same guy from the last time. You never know. Although technically he fell in the water, so I don't think it is the same one. I think he might have drowned. I think he actually did fall in the water as well, so... That's interesting. Yeah, so... What happened? I did explain this. Oh no, my money. Oh no, he's still dead. I can go and loot him. He's still dead? I mean, he's dead. He didn't fall in the water. So what I mentioned in the pointing episode of Overlord 2, the first one, was... And I found out the servers for Overlord 2 had closed down, so I can't get the online trophies. It was very sad. I spent like an hour trying to work out what was life and what was the point. That guy was weird. But I'm a buyer now. Yeah, but I can't get them, which is very sad. So that's sort of, I've come to terms with that now. And now I'm trying to work out trying to get the Assassin's Creed ones quickly before anything bad happens. So what I'm going to be doing is sooner or later, I'm going to be asking if anyone has PlayStation 3 version of Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and if they want to play online. I think it'll be very fun, because I was doing a tutorial again when I was trying to see if it was working, and it was very fun. Like, what was happening? I was looking at some of the people, and I just imagined like how it could be if it was real people, like the people of some of you, and I could be thinking like, oh, is that you? I think it'd be very fun and very interesting to watch. I think it'd be quite a good thing to watch as well. It's like suspense and action, that sort of thing. So if you're watching this, if you are a pointer and you have that PlayStation 3 version of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood... Oh, I caught him. I could have grabbed his cape. Drop down. Catch him. Got him. Yeah, so if you do have Assassin's Creed Brotherhood for the PlayStation 3, let me know. And then I'll add you to my friends list and then we can get a game going. I need 3 other people. Because obviously we need... I think it's online matches of 4. So I can obviously be one of them. And then only 2 other people, and then it's quite an easy guide to do it. So if you need the trophies as well, then we'll probably try and all get them if we can. Like, it's the co-op ones I specifically need, where you get all the co-op bonuses, which is it's a quick and easy thing on there. Like each person is assigned a letter, and obviously we'll probably do 2 matches. We'll do one where we get the trophies, and then we'll do like a fun one as well, just to mess around and have fun. That'd be cool. Maybe even more. But then I have got another trophy as well, where I've got to get all the bonuses, which. I might need a co-op buddy for as well, because I can't get them all. I think I've got most of them, but it's just hard to get them all. Because that's life. I like this little church, because when I come back later in next week, I can't find it, and then I find it anyway. I just stumble across it, I like sniff it out. I'm like a sniffer dog. The loot spirit is in me. Ah, mug of tea, eh? Everyone's got to love a mug of tea. How long have we got left? Where is the little cursor? Oh no, they're good. We're about 10 minutes left, I think. It would fit into my estimate. What's the word? Estimate. Estimate's not the word, is it? What is the right word? Estimate. Is that right? Doesn't sound right. Estimate. Sounds like Pokemon. Estimate. I choose you, estimate. I'm going to estimate that you are going to collect a feather. Yes. Yeah, plays with mind games to win. Right, what am I doing? Inventory. Why am I going to inventory? Data, DNA. What am I checking DNA? Feathers, see if I've got all the feathers, maybe. Feathers? No. Race, beat up. Feathers, 63. I have got them all, I think. 9. I think I needed 9. You can click it again, it shows you exactly where they got them from different districts. So now I just need to go and get the treasures. Which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left. That's a lot of treasures. Why do we have so many treasures? I died, sort of. My legs did. Oh look, I'm back at the beginning. Hello, Leonardo da Vinci. Oh, it's sad because we didn't get to see from here, did we? Oh, it's sad. Because the video died. Went away forever. It disappeared. Alright, get these guys and get them to lure them away.
Let them have it.
Make my job a little easier. There, bye-bye. See you later. Thank you. What did he say? Something about balls? Bowling balls? Croquet balls? Garlic dough balls? Golf balls? Footballs? Basketballs? Rugby balls? Random guy running away. Oh, there's something really funny that happens next week as well, which I was really impressed of. Oh, there's another one. So many of them. I give up with them. I really do. That's it. This has got him down here, though. Makes me feel good about myself when I do that. Yeah, what was it I was saying? I was saying something about something good happens. Yeah, it's amazing. There's basically... I won't spoil it, but it's cool. I say something and then something happens and it's amazing. I liked it, at least. It's like one of those things which you couldn't plan. Unless it is a scripted event like that. Which is a shame then if it is. Right. Where is it? Oh, I see it's just down here. At you. Still getting to that bit I was talking about earlier as well. I could go sleep up here. Sit here with my cup of tea. Just doze off into the land of Nod. Oh, probably really good. What's going on? We're climbing up a building. Why are we playing Spider-Man? What else climbs at buildings? Window washers. I'm just the local window washer. Just going to wash your windows. Steal your monies. Who is he? Kill him. No one survives. Oh, there's another one over there. Oh, why do I go after them? Why do I feel the need to go after them? It serves no purpose whatsoever. I don't need the money. They can have my money. They can go and buy anything they want. I think it's more principle than anything. If one person steals from me, everybody steals from me. And I'm not losing my £1 million. Or £1.25 million. So 1.25 million. I wonder how much I can have by the end of the game. $1.5 million? $2 million? $1 million. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Oh, they're all talking to me. I just want to be left alone. This is it. This is the bit I was talking about. This is it. This is it. So he knocks me down. I fall down. I lose some health. I replenish my health. I get up. I go to get that box. No, I don't. I wait for him to come down. But I wait for him to come down. Like a good old little assassin. That one guy over there disappears. There we go. And now this guy comes to try and find me. Now he seems to know where I am because he's coming to go down the stairs. And I'm just standing here waiting for him. There we go, he's coming down. I'm getting bored of waiting, so I'm going to kill him. So I climb up. I stand on there, and he gives up. He gives up. Why does he do that? I don't know. All I know is I'm very tired. And I'm slowly falling asleep. I don't know what I'm doing left. I don't know what I'm doing now. Confused. Apparently it's 6 minutes past. So 4 minutes left, maybe. I can't tell. Ugh. 34. I think it is actually 4 minutes left. Wow! Oh, my bat's gone to sleep. So you think of these pointing episodes, you're sort of left to just watch and talk. You can't do anything with you. You know, like you can't play a game while you're sitting here. You have to sort of focus on watching, and it's like, I've seen this before somewhere. Where did I see it? Well, I'll give you a clue. It was last time you did this pointing episode. That's where the last time was you saw it, yeah. Oh dear. But something I've always, not taught myself, but sort of someone, I watched someone do this, and it's always sort of stuck with me. But you should always make a negative into a positive. For example, Hat Films were the ones that taught me that. For example, they did a series of videos where each person records their footage, and there's 3 of them, and 2 out of the 3 people lost all their footage. And obviously, instead of saying, "Oh no, I have to do it again" or something like that, they decided to just do the one person, and they called it Walrus Vision, because it is one of the characters is like a walrus, and they called it Walrus Vision. So that is the way I look at it: is always make a positive into a negative into a positive, not the other way around. That's bad. So obviously they did that, and I thought that was really good. So I've always sort of stuck by that principle by trying to do the same. I did try to think about how I can make this better, but I didn't have no idea. Only just to do it again, which is what I'm doing, which is a bit of a shame. But could be worse. Could be much worse. I could have lost all the footage, and then my life would have been easier. But then I would feel bad because I didn't get to show you what me doing the pointing. And at least it was only like 5 minutes or so. Out of retrospect, that was like a minuscule amount. Like I was doing view points. Nothing interesting happened. Although I tell you something I didn't mention. There's that viewpoint in the middle there, which I haven't shown off, but I have shown off, but I haven't shown off now. But you can't do that yet because you need to do that in the story missions, which we'll do obviously next week. But for now, we cannot do it. Now, have I got everything? I have. 29 out of 29, yes. Notice I don't finish the video just yet, because I wait until I get back to the transition between Venice and Florence and Venice and everywhere else, because I want to go back to the villa. And I don't know why I don't cut this out. I'm probably supposed to. I probably could now, but I'm not going to, because why not? Because I would have had to say goodbye already. I don't want to say goodbye. I want to say hello, good day. How is your day going? In fact, what is the time? I might actually bang on with my time limit. 9 minutes past, I think we're going to be. Look at that. Who's a genius? Not me. Sad. Right. "'Tis a tale of death by blade." It's amazing, I love it. He's just singing in the street. Who could do that and get away with it? I must admit, there must be something cool that I would like to try. Go into the public and start singing to people and making them songs, like really bad ones. I wonder if I could do that. That would be fun. A big change of pace from the usual stuff. Oh, I don't want to get wet, but it looks like I am. Sadly so. Right, we're nearly done, so I'll say thanks, Pointers. Sorry about all the problems that have happened, but we'll resume next week for the normal episodes, so goodbye, Pointers. Take care.